Welcome to the next class. Let's start with exercise 6.2. Already we have done first question, so we will be doing question number 2. Question number 2, find the value of x in each of the following. So look here, you have to find the value of x in each of the following. You are given 6:9, proportion x is to 12. So same formula, product of extremes is equal to product of means, meaning 6 into 15 is equal to 9 into x. So take 9 this side, 6 and 9 can be cancelled, do the cuttings, the value of x is 10. Next part of this is, fourth part, it is given x ratio 3, proportion 0.4 ratio 0.5. So product of extremes is equal to product of means, it is given over here. Clear? Extremes are x and 0.5 and mean is 3 into 0.5. So you can remove the decimal. If you remove this decimal, 10 will come here. If you remove this decimal, 10 will go there. 10 and 10 will get cancelled. You are left with 3 4s are 12 upon 5. Answer is 2.4 because here decimals are given. So we will give answer in decimals only. Next is, fractions are given. Product of extremes 1 by 3 into x is equal to 1 by 4 into 9. So in order to find x, take 3 over here. So this will be 1 into 3 over 4 into 9. It is 1 by 12. Then next is sixth part. Again, product of extreme means x into 4.5 is equal to 1.5 into 6.3. So same way, transpose 4.5 over here. Do the cuttings, 15 3s are 45 and this can be cancelled. Your answer is 2.1. Now in the third question, children, you can see here, find the fourth proportion. 3 are given and fourth proportion you have to find. Let the fourth proportion be x and then we will apply the same criteria. Look here, 3 were given, let the fourth be x. So product of extremes is equal to product of means. 18 into x is equal to 54 into 6. Take 18 over here, do the cuttings, your answer is 18. Second part, these 3 were given, let the fourth proportion be x. Again, product of extremes is equal to product of means. In the same way, 30 into x is equal to 32 into 42. Transpose 30 this side. Cut the terms. See, 15 2s are 16 2s are 32. Clear? Then 15 and 15 gets cancelled with 42 by the table of 3. Clear? So this way you can do the cuttings and find the answer. Question number 4. Find the third proportion. You can see here now, children, this is different. Find the third proportion. 2 only are given. Let the third proportion be x. And just see how we will do this. Look here. 2 were given, let the third proportion be x. Now, formula will remain same, children. Product of extremes. Now, in this case, 36 and x will become extreme and mean is 42 only. That will be repeated 2 times. Clear? It will be 36 multiplied by x is equal to mean is single term. Now, what you will do? 42 into 42. Transpose 36 over here. They can be cancelled with the table of 6, cut it with 6 and the final answer is 49. Sixth part of this question, again 2 are given and let the third be x. Same way, product of extreme is 48 into x is equal to product of means 96 into 96. So x is equal to 96 into 96, take 48 this side, 48 2s are 96, x is 192. Fifth question, find the mean proportion. See, children, this is the question. You have to find the mean, middle one. You have to find middle one. Look here now. Now you are given 36 and 25. Let the middle fraction be x. Mean proportion be x. Same formula. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. Mean is single term only. So will be written as x into x is equal to 36 into 25. X into x will be x square is equal to 36 into 25. You know, when we remove square from one side, it will change to square root. It is 36 into 25. Square root of 36 is 6. Square root of 25 is 5. So 5 6 are 30 is your answer. Next is 1.2 and 0.3 are given. Let the mean proportion be x. Same formula. Product of means is equal to product of extreme. So x into x is equal to 1.2 into 0.3. See, 1.2 into 0.3 when you multiply, 12 3s are 36. Decimal will be after 2 digits, which can be written as 36 by 100. Remove square from this side, it will change to square root, that is 36 by 100. 6 upon 10 can be written as 0.6. Next is question number 6. The first, second, third and fourth. First, second and fourth proportion are given. Find the third. Let the third proportion be x. Same formula, product of extremes is equal to product of means. Put the value and in the same way you can find the value of x. Seventh is the second, third and fourth proportion are given. First was missing, let the first one be x. So x into 63 is equal to 27 into 35. So from here x is equal to 27 into 35, 63 will be taken over here. See 60, now you can cut by which table they can be cut with each other. Clear? So 9 with 9 I cut it, 9 3s are 27, 9 7s are 63 and 7 5s are 35, 5 3s are 15 is your answer. 8th question, if 9x and 16 are in continuous proportion, they are in continued proportion, find the value of x. Same way, product of extremes is equal to product of means. X is equal to, it will be what? X is equal to, x into x will be equal to 9 into 16. So x will become here square. When you remove square will change to under root. Square root of 9 is 3. Square root of 16 is 12. So, sorry 4. So 3 4s are 12 is your answer. Next question. Question number 9. In a school library, the ratio of GK books to maths books is same as the ratio of maths books to physics. Meaning ratio of GK to maths is same as maths to physics. And you are given there are 150 GK books, 300 maths books already given, and you have to find ratio of, you have to find number of physics books. So same formula, product of extremes is equal to product of means. It is 150 into x is equal to 300 into 300. Take 150 this side, 150 and 300 will get cancelled. Clear? So number of physics books are 600. 10th question, the length ratio of length is to width is given 5 is to 7. So let the length be 5x, let the width is 7x. Now exact value of width is given 56. That means 7x is equal to 56 because this is ratio of width, this is exact value. So 7x is equal to 56, x will be equal to 56 by 7, 8. So once you will get the value of x, you can easily find out length by multiplying 5 8s are 40. Clear? Now the last question of this exercise is, on a day the shadow of pole to tower, ratio of the shadow pole to tower is 30 is to 40. Pole ratio tower is 30 is to 40 is equal to, see, whatever the ratio of shadow will be there, the same ratio will be of height, actual height. Clear? Meaning, suppose you have one tower and one pole. If you find out the ratio of their shadows and the ratio of their heights, it will be same. So I can write here, ratio of shadow of pole to tower will be equal to actual height of pole to tower. So what is the ratio of the shadows? Pole and tower ratio is 30 is to 40 given. Height of the pole we don't know, but height of the tower is given 60 meter. Clear? And we are asked to find height of the pole. So 30 ratio 40 is equal to x ratio 60. Product of means is equal to product of extremes. Put the value and find the value of x, meaning the height of pole is equal to 45 meters. Okay children, with this both the exercises are finished. Now you are capable enough to define continuous proportion. What are continued proportion? Three quantities are said to be continued proportion when first makes the ratio with second is equal to second with third. See, the ratio of first to second is equal to second to third. Then they are said to be continued proportion. Mean proportion, I already told you the middle one. Clear? So that already we have done A ratio, B ratio. A ratio B is equal to B ratio C. From here if you cross multiply, it will become B square is equal to AC or B is equal to under root AC. We have done these kind of questions also. Third proportion, when A, B, C are the three quantities in continuous proportion, then C is called the third proportion. See, A ratio B is equal to B ratio C. Now we need to find the value of C. This can be written in this way. A upon B is equal to B upon C. Cross multiply. AC is equal to B square. C is equal to B square take A in the denominator, that will be your answer. Next is fourth proportion. You know fourth proportion is D is fourth proportion. Clear? A ratio B, proportion C is to D. A upon B is equal to C upon D, cross multiply. From here D will be equal to B multiplied by C and A will be taken here. This is fourth proportion. Then the compounded ratio. See, this is the compounded ratio. If you multiply A with C and B with D, this is called compounded ratio. I hope you all have understood thoroughly. Clear? So prepare the chapter well. See you in the next class. Thank you.